Richard Riley, just like several other sim racing titles of the 2000s, had one mode we are seeing less and less today, a racing school. The middle of July always brings me back to summer reading for real school. It was the time of the summer where starting to read Jane Eyre, Catch-22, and others was needed in order to finish staying in time by the dreaded summer reading test in August. As I always knew I wanted to pursue writing for a living, I knew that experiencing these books in full and not just as summaries would spark in me plenty of notes to write my own books someday. But before I got to reading, I would spend the first few months of summer sim racing, and more specifically trying to pass those tests to unlock more content in my favorite sim. In RBR, for example, finishing the school mode taught by the world champion Richard himself was required in order to run the championship mode.
Scandinavian flick is used for taking sharp corners at high speed.
Even the single rally mode had this charming reminder of how difficult this title is. The option to have your lesson evaluated step by step added suspense. You could always hit enter and rush the process, but sometimes I would watch, clinging to the hope that the visual Richard would notice that I didn't release my handbrake exactly when he did. Maybe RPR was giving me my first lessons in suspense building that I would later learn from the master of the genre Alfred Hitchcock. And this is how the 2-minute stage through the British countryside is etched in my brain, just like Spa, Interlagos, or Watkins-Glen. Courtesy of me always being in 1 or 2 seconds of Richard time and going for just one more try for hours on end.
That was a terrible drive.
I remember the satisfaction of watching Cars for the first time and seeing Doc Hudson explain to Lightning McQueen that you gotta turn right to turn left. He is explaining the Scandinavian flick that Richard had on me just weeks earlier.
Scandinavian flick is used for taking sharp corners at high speed. In this exercise, you must first turn the car in the opposite direction to the corner.
I'll put it simple. If you're going hard enough left, you'll find yourself turning right.
Maybe there was life telling me that racing and movies would always be interconnected for me. And maybe someday, if I get the screenwrite for Pixar, the story of a boy who finds in sim racing the independence and friends he was looking for, I'll go back to this moment as a foreshadowing of it all. In that sense, maybe spending summer afternoons learning how to go faster on dirt was actually giving me things I will eventually write about for the big screen. It's time for a movie about sim racing from one of us who have lived through it and not necessarily became professional drivers, right? This amazing hobby is riding schools, license tests, and impossible victories still shaped so much of our lives before we found our home careers, often outside the racing. If that becomes a screenplay one day, it turns out delaying summer homework might not have been so bad after all.